What kind of magic takes place at midnight? Well, if you're home alone in the 1980s, probably midnight magic for the Atari 2600, which is a huge advancement over video pinball for the Atari 2600. At least in this game, it looks like a pinball machine. So they have that right. In fact, this game's kind of fun. The controls aren't very responsive. As you can see, I'm usually hitting things a bit later than I would on a real pinball machine. As I've said in the past, I love pinball. And I've never really found a pinball game on a video game console that recreates the real experience of pinball. Now, I imagine there's just not much you can do, because the thing about playing pinball is you're standing there over this huge, complex, behemoth machine. It's got incredible detail put into it, and the sound and the graphics, and you can actually, physically manhandle this machine and move it around and try to get your ball to do what you want it to do, and that entire experience is lost when you play it on a video game console. And the real shame is that the experience of pinball is going to be lost to future generations if we don't preserve our pinball machines. And arcades are dying out. There's no longer arcades in every mall. Fortunately, there's still pinball machines in a lot of bars. And not only is pinball fun to play just by yourself, trying to get the best score and learn all the tricks about how to get your ball to where it needs to go and get the multi-ball and the extra balls, but pinball's a great social game too, because you can hang out, you can talk with your friends. Now this version on the Atari, as you see, it makes a real attempt to get pinball right. They got the bumpers, they've got the extra flippers up there. They have the nice spinner right in the middle that racks up points nicely. Now, pretty much every video game system since this has had a pinball game or two released on it. So Midnight Magic is by no means the greatest video game pinball game. But I personally think if you want to play real pinball, you need to go out to an arcade or find some coffee shop or bar that has some great pinball machines, put in some quarters, and enjoy a night of real pinball. It's great to see that there's still some pinball leagues out there, and hopefully there's a nice resurgence in interest in pinball, because I think that it's a game that should not be overshadowed by video games. It has its own unique charm, and we should definitely work to bring back pinball. And we should all work together to bring back the magic, the midnight magic of pinball, instead of letting it become extinct. But until then, if you have an Atari collection, you can easily pick up Midnight Magic. To show your support to pinball and to Midnight Magic, you could get the Midnight Magic game cartridge airbrushed onto the side of your custom van, right next to a wizard and a fire-breathing dragon. And if you're really hardcore, you could get it airbrushed onto the hood of your wood-paneled AMC Eagle.